Another weird thing is they literally didn't say DID once during the show. They said it in the little synopsis, in between mild-mannered and mercenary. They had no problem calling them broken or shattered or unwell or troubled, deeply troubled, clearly insane, parasite, psycho Colonel Sanders. I feel like if you took it really seriously, you'd at least mention it in the thing and actually like call it a real thing rather than having a bunch of people all over Twitter like guessing whether or not it's just another multiverse manifestation. Again, I am Xyla Star with an X, and this is Coffee and Tea. Thanks for subscribing. It's really going to be fun once y'all start seeing the other content stars produce. It's ridiculous in here. Thanks for all the views and stuff, and just like thanks. Like, you know, I'm just here trying to be cute and talk about tough stuff, and y'all are like respecting that. And everybody in the comments has just been like, thanks for doing these, and I'm just like, yeah, I love you. Like, I'm happy to tell you that there is longer, uncut, extended versions of all these with like more personal stories and shit like that, and a lot more swearing on our Patreon. So you can check it out, and it's only $5 a month if you want to get in there. And it's, you know, it adds up for us, but it's $5 a month. That's like
for the cost of an avocado toast flavored latte.
You know what I mean? Okay. This is Moon Knight episode 6. Gods and monsters. This is what you get. Okay. There's no sugar, so that's really intense.
Your scales lack balance. I accept the scales regardless of the outcome.
Except for you don't.
I am in need of an avatar. Would you, Layla El Furi, protect the travelers of the night?
Joking.
I love that Layla's just like, absolutely not. Not gonna happen. Good for you, Layla. So Mark's hanging out in the field of reeds, but then he's like...
So I get to go on to eternal peace and he just stays lost in the sand forever? No, I'm not good with that.
Wait! Think about this!
You came back. What the hell's wrong with you? Well, I did a whole little speech there. It's not that Bro, look.
I'm gonna cry. Not gonna happen. Stone cold bitch. God fight. My God can beat up your God. If I've learned one thing from this show, it's that I love 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐈.
I have a fabulous costume.
I bet you do. The costumes on the show have been amazing. I can't wait to see more. Nice. Good. At least she got a suit. Bitch! 𝐒𝐿 is just being Godzilla now.
Why fight knowing you will fail?
Because it is my choice. The very thing you take away.
If you don't know what's going on with the Supreme Court and how they're trying to possibly consider overturning Roe v. Wade, you should probably at least Google it and get informed, because it's absolutely reprehensible, completely despicable, and unbelievably bad news for a lot of people. That little girl asks the Scarlet Scarab if she's an Egyptian superhero, and she goes, I am. That's the first Arab superhero in the MCU canon up on the screen. So I'm just like, it seems to be, for some reason, suddenly lucrative for them to be more inclusive. And if the side effects of them making more money is more people feel like they belong, congratulations, Layla. Congratulations, May. I hope that they get into an Avengers movie. This is way more interesting than Ant-Man and the Wasp. No offense, Paul. Here's the mega moment. It stabs Khonshu through the chest. All hope seems lost. Oh, and we switch a bunch of dead bodies. Fire? What the hell can Jake Lockley do that everything's now on fire? Woof. Yeesh. Okay. Alright. So here's this little Easter egg. Hardworking hospital staff in pools of blood. Thanks, Jake.
Why would I ever need anybody else? Meet my friend, Jake Lockley.
I noticed that they changed series finale to season finale on Twitter, so I am pretty jazzed that I think we're going to get to find out more about the whole system, and I would love it if they started referring to themselves as a system. Jake Lockley sounds like the Punisher with a little cabbie hat on. And another thing is poor Layla, like, she just figured out the whole Steven thing, and now she's got to reconcile also being, like, married to a monster death machine. Remember when Mark's like, don't set that monster free, he'll destroy everything. How are they going to handle that? Like, I am, against my better judgment, optimistic about what kind of conversations they can make around justifying Jake's behavior. I can't say I trust them. I must say I'm curious. Grant Curtis, who's one of the executive producers, said, "From day one, we took the mental health aspect of this story very seriously and wanted to approach it very reverential and very respectful." Lead writer Jeremy Slater led that charge. Jeremy Slater, nice. Good on you, Jeremy Slater. You should send me the script for season 2 and I will help you. This is an offer from me to you. We were guided by many people, Oscar being one of the big ones. We took it very seriously. So taking it very seriously is something you can say, but actions speak louder than words, and you really wanted to make it. You were gonna make it whether or not. It's not what I would call taken seriously, but we brought in consultants to read the scripts and give notes, and then the other thing you have to realize, people will understand, Moon Knight is a superhero. It's supernatural. It's fantasy. And I know, but the thing about DID is it's not supernatural or fantasy. I would love for people to be able to know where the actual line is between, the MCU, the supernatural, the fantasy, and the reality of people that they could literally meet on the bus or at work or wherever. What I would love to see, invest in someone who will take it seriously. Another weird thing is they literally didn't say DID once during the show. They said it in the little synopsis. In between mild-mannered and mercenary. They had no problem calling them broken or shattered or unwell or troubled, deeply troubled, or clearly insane. Parasite, Psycho Colonel Sanders. A lot of different ways to say respectful, take it seriously. I feel like if you took it really seriously, you'd at least mention it in the thing and actually call it a real thing rather than having a bunch of people all over Twitter guessing whether or not it's just another multiverse manifestation. I'm not trying to cancel Moon Knight. I'm not trying to cancel Marvel and Disney. This is what you get. That's cool. We'll see what they do. They just call him a psycho and insane, and it's his thing that he's the crazy one. Crazy. He's the psycho. He's unhinged. He's that psycho. One time I heard he cut a guy's face off. I'm so borderline psychotic, I don't even feel the pain. And you're just oh, thank you, Oscar Isaac and everybody. It's ridiculous how bad it was and how much they did to make it good. And I just have to applaud that. And so for that reason, I'm going to give it a B-. What I love about this is it's given DID more exposure. It hasn't necessarily been the most amazing representation, but it has given it more exposure, and that's the hugest thing at this point. Depicting my condition in a real way so that other people with my condition don't feel like I felt. Terrified, suicidal, all these kinds of feelings I wouldn't have needed to have had there been a representation where there wasn't a secret murderer in my brain. Conversations that need to happen, and then bam, everyone's on the same page. And I think the same page comes with exactly what the trends seem to be doing in terms of inclusivity. And no, they're not happening fast enough, and obviously there's a huge queer gap in the Marvel universe. We'll see what happens. Why am I giving it a B-? They didn't say DID at all. They had a bunch of murder. By my count, the system killed 65 people, 66 if you count Amit, but how do gods die? We don't know. The overvoid, but it can't be blamed for the entire cinema landscape not having a place for us. If you want to see the super raw, uncut, explicit version of all these, you can just follow us on Patreon. Extra long versions of this. New Music Monday is a thing they do. Every single Monday, they release a little video. You can also follow us on Instagram at starsystem.earth. You can follow us on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok at StarSystemLive. Sharon, like and subscribe, and actually don't. I'm not the reverse psychologist. I mean, stay tuned for some more stellar content. You're gonna get a backstage pass if you follow us on Patreon, but you're gonna be able to see the whole show from wherever. We love you very much. I love you very much. Thanks for giving me your eyeballs. Thanks for paying me all this attention. It's been delicious. This has been Coffee and Tea. I've had a lovely time with y'all, and I'll see you when I see you. You're beautiful. Keep it cute. I love you. Bye.